Hello and welcome back to Let's Wing It. Today we're going to be winging it very differently. We're going to be playing an online Flash game. Now, Flash games are playable for most internet browsers, I'd say, except for ones on cell phones. And they've been around forever. As you can see, this one specifically has been around since 2007. And I honestly believe that's the last time I played it. So I did try to play this a little ahead of time, just to get a little reacquainted with it. And I'm finding I'm terrible at it now. I feel like I was a lot better at it back in the day. And basically, you're just trying to pop all these balloons. You have to get at least what the target says within this many shots. And if you do, you move on. And if you don't, it tells you suck and you try again. See, I've already done it, but I do have 2 shots left. It does let you finish out your darts. So you can try to get the highest score possible. It shows you what your percentage was out of the balloons, and then it kind of adds up how many you've hit over here, with the percentage at least. So you can arc them, you can do many different style of shots, you can go up and over. As you'll see, a little more finesse is required as you go along. Now these special balloons are kind of like a scatter shot, and I will try to hit one right now. Keyword is try, and I did hit him. As you can see, it kind of does like a spread shot, and does a lot of damage. Now on some of the later levels, you'll actually set off a chain reaction with those, and find that you destroy practically everything off the level in one shot. And this is one of those levels. Got them all except for one. Let's see if I can hit it. Yeah, when I tried this in practice, I missed. But what else can you expect? Alright, this one, you can't go through this so-called iron curtain. You have to go up and over. If you hit this, your dart will stop. And this is where the challenge starts. You'll see. I did that on purpose, I promise you. And that's an example of me overshooting. And that's an example of me undershooting. There we go. There we go. We made it. Alright, now these balloons, which shows 3 darts. Let me try to hit it. Once again, keyword is try. Now once you have those, your next shot will encompass 3 different darts. Now it doesn't take 3 out of your reserve down here. It just kind of adds an extra shot to do 3 with. Now this wall here is a wall that you can break. And once again, this is one of those chain reaction levels. Does everything all in one hit. Now the reason why I went back to playing this game is, back in the day, I used to have a different channel, and I used to play these Flash games once in a while, and you'd find that, for some strange reason, at least back then, they were very popular as far as like video views went. They'd get over 1,000 views, where the ones from console games maybe had 10. And I mean, it's of course over time. It wasn't like all at once or anything like that. That was terrible. As you can see, I'm trying to distract you from noticing how bad I am at this. Now, a website I used to play a lot on was one called Candy Stand, which was run by the I don't know how to say, Wrigley Gum Company. And they used to be all candy based. And I remember there was one that was just, it was just terrible to play. Because it was supposed to be one of those, wow, I'm doing terribly. It's supposed to be one of those marble maze games. Kind of like a Super Monkey Ball. And it just didn't run very well. And people would tell me, it's like, oh, it's got to be your computer because it runs great for me. Well, I've tried it on a dozen computers back in the day, of course. Haven't done it now. And it was terrible on everything. I guess it's worth going back and trying again. This is where I started to have difficulty when I tried to practice this. There we go. There's like one good spot, and everywhere else you're gonna not make it. Same thing with that one. Now these are ice balloons. If you hit the ice balloons, it'll cause other balloons to freeze, like that. And then they are no longer ones that you can pop. As you can see, I didn't have enough because I couldn't pop them. Wow. I should probably focus more on just doing the arc and not have bothered with that other thing. There we go. As you can see, it bounced right off. You can't pop no matter what. Now this is, I think, as far as I got. Because this is one of those, one spot will get you perfect, and the rest, you might as well forget it. I almost had it. We might have to go into montage mode here.
Montage mode.
And I finally got it. I didn't even ever hit any of these, but I do have enough now. I did get the pass. Alright. It's another one of those tricky ones. We may have to go for a second montage.
Montage mode again.
And I did it. Once again, it only took all day. Alright, let's see. This is another new balloon here. This is the boomerang balloon. It's pretty self-explanatory. Doesn't mean I'm going to do very well with it. And I completely missed. Still didn't do very well with it. I'd hate to go for a third montage. Let's see if we can do it this time. Yeah, there we go. No need for a third montage. What are you talking about? Alright, let's make this the last level before we move on to a different game. And this is just another boomerang level, which I messed up completely. Alright, well, you get the idea. This was Bloons, or Bloons, not balloons. Bleh. Yeah, words. There was like 5 or 6 of these, and then like 5 or 6 versions of a tower defense edition of this game. They just kept making them, which I could see why. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And once you have the engine set up, it's, you know, you just rearrange some more levels and just go from there. So yeah, I will try to see if I can get into that old game that I could never play back in the day on Candy Stand. And if I can, that'll be the next video. If not, then I guess I'll just see you next time. Goodbye.